government reiterates commitment to empower the youth to realize their potentials. Niger Delta Development Commission inaugurates 26.6-kilometer road in a selected local government area. And federal government declares 24, 25 and 28 December 2015 as public holidays. Details of these and more in a package this morning. A very beautiful morning to you, compliments of the season, and to our Christian brothers, happy Eid al-Maulud celebration. The state government has again assured the youth of its commitment to equip them for a better future. Speaking with the editorial team of the Catholic Youth Organization magazine, the Deputy Governor, Mr. Moses Ekpo, said that the Udom Emmanuel administration is determined to develop youth to realize their potentials, to enable them to contribute to the development of the states. Patience John reports.
Mr. Moses Ekpo thanked youth in the state for supporting the state government in its programs and policies, and promised that government will continue to partner them to enable the administration to succeed. The Deputy Governor also accepted the honor by the editorial team of the CYON Voice magazine as the CYON Icon of the Year, as well as appointing him as an advisor in the editorial board. He charged them to continue to serve God and promise to contribute more to the growth of the church.
We will continue to do the best that we can to make sure that we position the youth properly in this country and make them be part and parcel of whatever is good that will bring about tomorrow's success for our country.
The leader of the editorial team, Mr. Kenneth Jude, said the magazine is a yearly publication of the activities of the Catholic Youth Organization of Nigeria in Christ the King Parish, Uyo. He explained that the editorial team selected the Deputy Governor for the award after considering his commitment and contributions to the propagation of the gospel.
And listening into this board of advisors means that you will be advising us as far as this young magazine is concerned, because we do it's an annual thing, and we know that we are youth. So at every point in time, we also need our elders to advise us.
Patience John reporting.
22nd December every year is a special day in the life of the Deputy Governor, Mr. Moses Ekpo. It is his birthday. Little wondered members of the Deputy Governor's press corps presented a special package to celebrate and thank God for adding one more year to the Deputy Governor. Patience John again has more.
It is a dream of every person to live long and enjoy the fruits of their labor. That's perhaps the reason people celebrate friends and loved ones who live up to 70 years and above. However, members of the Deputy Governor's press corps, in that manner and being very familiar with Scoop, were the first to sing a birthday song for the Deputy Governor, Mr. Moses Ekpo, during which they presented a birthday cake and cards to him.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
The pleasant surprise to Mr. Moses Ekpo elicited reactions, where he commended the journalists for living up to the responsibility of being the first to know and to hear. He said he was thrilled that his colleagues have such love for him. Another birthday cake by the management staff of the Deputy Governor's office was cut. Interestingly, the two birthday cakes were decorated in the national colors of green and white.
My father, I love him very much. He deserves everything that he has gotten.
We really thank God for his life, and we also ask God to continue to keep him.
You see him showing so much interest for everybody. He's a man of wisdom.
We learn so much from him. He's very experienced. We look forward to still learning more from him. Thank you.
At the Deputy Governor's country home, Abak, close friends and associates gathered to wish him well as he celebrates his new year. Those who spoke with AKBC News described him as a father, a boss with great wisdom, and a technocrat.
The honest man doesn't cut corners.
For me, it's a privilege to work with him.
Very efficient man. Time consciousness is number one.
Patience John reporting.
A 28.6 kilometer road constructed by Niger Delta Development Commission (NDDC) in Eserekat local government area has been commissioned. The Ukwa Pautong Uduru Nkantak Inyang Tebi Road with spurs to Idongayang Edem and Idongepene was commissioned by the immediate past managing director of the NDDC, Barrister Basi Dan Abia. Ebukaka filed the story presented in our studios.
The road, which has 3 bridges, was constructed by 3 indigenous construction companies: Jikon Construction Company, Messrs Construction Company, and Base Engineering. The immediate past managing director of the Niger Delta Development Commission, Barrister Basi Dan Abia, described road as paramount in the development process, saying that the project is one of the achievements of the NDDC. He said that there are so many ongoing projects embarked upon in the Niger Delta region by the Commission, and added that every community in the region deserves a motorable road. Barrister Dan Abia used the opportunity to call on benefiting communities to protect facilities executed in their areas by the NDDC.
This road leads straight to the Atlantic Ocean. You know, Ibono is on this, on the right side. Mbo local government, you know the geography of this area. After Ibono, of course, Eastern Obolo, you know, follow right up, Kotabasi.
The project manager of Jikon Construction Company, Engineer Akinojo, and the project manager of Base Engineering, Engineer Basie Kanem, thanked the NDDC for its decision to engage local contractors in the execution of most of its jobs, saying that the road projects were an opportunity to test their know-how. They said that the road, which was executed with high-level engineering techniques, will last for a minimum period of 15 years. Earlier, the former NDDC managing director had paid a courtesy call on the paramount ruler of Esereket local government area, where he briefed him on the projects executed in the area by the NDDC.
The news continues after the break. Stay with us. You're welcome back. The police in Uyo have paraded 3 persons suspected to be involved in first-degree crimes in various parts of the state. The suspects are Nete Danobong, Endurance Friday Akpan, and Idio Gideon Idio, were paraded before the newsmen for their involvement in murder cases. The police public relations officer, Cordelia Nwawe, who stood in for the Commissioner of Police, Mr. Mutala Mani, said they were arrested following information and complaints by relatives of the victims. Aneta Danobong is alleged to have beaten one Esther Francis Isaiah to stupor on the suspicion that the late Esther might have known by his wife lost 3 months pregnancy. Esther died after the alleged beating. Endurance Friday Akpan, an 18-year-old boy, was paraded for the alleged murder of his mother, Lovina Friday Akpan in Idio, Noiba village, Atomepo local government area. Endurance, according to the police, allegedly strangulated his mother to death and dumped the corpse in a pit toilet in their compound. Idio Gideon Idio, believed to be a pastor, was accused of the murder of one Joanna Stephen Okun after a scuffle for unknown cause. The suspect on interview confessed to the crimes.
He knelt down. I brought a cane which I normally use in the house, and I told her, just give me your hand. She gave me double her hand like this. I I beat her, I flogged her 10 just on the time.
I killed her because she tried to make me not understand myself anymore.
How?
Like she wants to make me not to go to my father's side and start. Let me come and stay with her at home and go to farmers.
The police also displayed before newsmen guns and ammunition allegedly recovered from suspected armed robbers and kidnappers in different locations in the state. The police public relations officer Cordelia Nwawe said that the police will not relent in their efforts to rid the state of criminals and warn persons perpetrating such acts to stay away from them. She said that the police during this period of Yuletide will be very visible and fast to nip crimes in the bud, even as they will be very civil in discharging their duties. Nwawe called on the people to go about their legitimate normal duties and volunteer information on suspected crimes in the state.
My Commissioner of Police, CP Murtalas.
We apologize for the loss of that visuals. As part of activities to round up the year, Heartland International Nursery School, Osoma Estate View, has organized an end-of-year party for pupils of the school. The party, which took place at the school's premises, was to allow the management and staff of the school to celebrate the season with the pupils and appreciate the parents for their patronage. The report is presented in our studios.
Different performances were put up by the pupils to entertain their parents and guests. These include folk songs, carols, rhymes, cultural dance, mock news presentation and exhibition, as well as fashion parade. Among the pupils who thrilled the guests were those in the crèche, Master Emmanuel Okon and Miss Mercy Alexander.
I don't change my name to body.
One major feature of the party was the crowning of the Queen and King as they emerged winners in the fashion parade competition. The director of the school, Dr. Nsebasiekwan, in his remarks, thanked God for the lives of the children, their parents, and staff of the school. Dr. Akpan, a former commissioner for education in the state, said the get-together was aimed at affording the parents and their wards the opportunity to interact with the staff, the management of the school, and guests with a view to creating friendship and harmony among them. He said the occasion was also to enable the pupils to exhibit their talents and thanked the parents for their patronage.
We thank the parents so much for coming to see and support what your children have done. It is clear that Heartland International School has no rival.
The head teacher, Mr. Atta, said Heartland International Nursery School aspires to lay a sound moral and educational foundation in the pupils, explaining that with qualified teachers and conducive learning environment, the product of the school can compete favorably with best schools in the country. The PTA chairman of the school, Mr. Ekanem, corroborated the speech by the head teacher, saying that the school is one of the best in the country.
As part of activities to mark the end of year, the Akwa State Council of the Nigerian Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress came together to celebrate Christmas with the families and friends of the labor. The event took place at the NLC Solidarity Center and had featured performances which gave the families a good feel of the Yuletide. Samuel Ayara has the details.
The children joined their parents in singing the Solidarity Anthem, an indication that the labor leaders also make time to bond with their families. The Christmas party offered families the opportunity to take part in different competitions, including mascot and chair dances, as wives of labor leaders and their children also sang some carols. One of the children, a Year 2 student of the University of Uyo, was rewarded with a scholarship by the Trade Union Congress chairman, Comrade Akamba Awa, for her humility in joining the kids in celebrations. The state chairman of the Nigerian Labour Congress, Comrade Etimukpong, said that the event was organized to give Labour leaders and their families a sense of belonging. Comrade Ukpong used the occasion to appreciate the founding fathers of the labor movement in the state and decorated the immediate past state chairman, Comrade Unyime Usoro, and spouse for their commitment to labor activities.
We in the Nigerian Labour Congress and Trade Union Congress, Akwa Ibom State Council, know what is good for us. In short, for our families. We are happy that they are living up to expectation and actually living the reason behind the packaging of this program.
There were goodwill messages from the President, Labour Leaders Wives Association, LAWA, and wife of the NLC chairperson, Mrs. Etimukpong, Chairman Trade Union Congress, Akwa Ibom State, Comrade Akambawa, and Comrade Unyime Usoro, who appreciated workers in the state for keeping faith with the current Labour administration. Away from prizes won during the competitions, guests at the event and children went home with several items. Samuel Ayara reporting.
December 24, 25 and 28 have been declared as public holidays by the federal government. East Africa leaders are mounting pressure on Burundi to accept the African Union peacekeeping force. Messi Kere brings the details.
The federal government has declared December 24, 25 and 28 as public holidays. While Thursday, December 24 is to mark the Muslim festival of Eid al-Mawlud, Friday, December 25 is Christmas Day. Monday, December 28 has also been declared a public holiday in retrospect of the December 26 Boxing Day, which falls on Saturday. The Minister of Interior, Abdulrahman Danbazal, who made the declaration, enjoined Christian and Muslim faithful to use the period to pray for peace and unity of Nigeria. The Central Bank of Nigeria had ordered commercial banks in the country to stop customers from using their debit and credit cards abroad. The ban takes effect from January 1, 2016. The ban means that customers will not be able to use their Naira-denominated credit and debit cards for transactions in foreign currencies when they travel abroad. Also, customers in Nigeria will not have access to foreign online retailing using their Naira-denominated credit and debit cards. The CBN said the new directive is a temporary measure that will help stabilize the Naira. Burundi is faced with a mounting regional pressure to accept the African Union AU peacekeeping force. Burundi's government had earlier this week rejected the AU peacekeeping force despite the spiraling violence in the nation, claiming it had no need for the AU's peacekeeping force.
That's in our package. A reminder that you can also watch AKBC TV News online by logging on to akbconline.org or follow us on Twitter at AKBC45. We are on Facebook at AKBC Channel 45. Before we go, a look at the major stories. The state government has again assured the youth of its commitment to equip them for a better future. Speaking with the editorial team of the Catholic Youth Organization magazine, the Deputy Governor, Mr. Moses Ekpo, said the Udom Emmanuel administration is determined to develop youth to realize their potentials to enable them to contribute to the development of the state. December 24, 25 and 28 have been declared as public holidays by the federal government. That is in our package. Thanks for watching. My name is Agnes Udo Kimba. Have a wonderful, wonderful celebrations.